chasing him. Oh!
They said he was too small, too wild, too reckless. But when Melvin Manhoef stepped into that cage, the cocky ones learned fast size didn't matter. He didn't fight for glory, he fought to punish. Every punch was a lesson, every kick a warning. Blink once and arrogance crumbled on the mat. They called him Mini Tyson, no mercy, the Dutch Beast, and you're about to see why. But the real terror wasn't his name. It was the instant karma waiting behind every strike. Stay till the end, because Melvin's knockouts don't just end fights, they end egos. Before his matchup, the 235-pound Paul Slavinsky trash-talked him. Melvin stayed calm, replying with nothing aggressive. But in the ring, his fists spoke louder than words. Driving the Polish powerhouse into the corner was almost ceremonial. The first knockdown left Slavinsky stunned, and the second rendered him completely dumbstruck, regretting every insult. Later that year, Manhoef was offered a New Year's Eve gala against Mark Hunt. The Dutchman was hesitant to face a super heavyweight in MMA, but his manager dared him. He asked, "What would you do if Hunt harassed a girl in a bar?" The story of that fight became legendary. In just 18 seconds, the hairy chin of Hunt was deflowered, and Manhoef cemented his reputation as one of the most merciless fighters alive. His battle with Ruslan Karayev, an old rival, showed no mercy. It took the Merciless just 31 seconds to settle old scores with his nemesis. A left hook suddenly connected with the lethargic Karayev, and the Russian crumbled under the force, leaving the cage in awe of Manhoef's power. Melvin had no intention of slowing down in MMA. In less than a year, 3 more opponents went down for the count, barely able to defend themselves. By the summer of 2008, Manhoef had a record of 21 wins and 4 losses, including 20 victories by knockout. Before moving to the heart of MMA in Japan, he defended his title one last time. His challenger, Ian Freeman, a veteran of the UFC, lasted almost 17 fatal seconds before Melvin's power ended the fight.
On the ground. Not good. Big uppercut. He's out. Ian Freeman.
Even against bigger men in open weight, he slammed them head first into the canvas.
Molnára znovu tvrdý pravý hák na bradu, se pokusil ještě zasadit poslední úder a inkasoval pravý hák.
But soon his storm met resistance. That resistance had a name: Dirty Bob Schreiber, a European kickboxing champion with a brutal right hand and a bad reputation for breaking rules. Hated by many, feared by all, and Melvin's path was about to collide with his. Melvin instantly disliked his opponent. The Merciless went from calm to dangerous in seconds and hit hard.
Showing that he means business. Circling around the veteran. And they're down. It was like no 8 counts.
Dropping blows like they were bullets. He continued punishing Dirty Bob, throwing heavy punches and brutal kicks, leaving no space for mercy. Every strike made it clear who was in control, at least for now. But Dirty Bob spat out his mouthguard just in time, earning a brief but life-saving pause. That small moment let Schreiber gather himself and pull off a critical takedown.
That's maybe a possibility. Throwing him to the floor, and now we can use it.
On the mat, the weight difference became obvious. The heavier fighter had the advantage, and it started to decide the battle's outcome. Melvin finally realized a painful truth. Even a knockout machine like himself couldn't simply overpower giant fighters who could wrestle him down.
Manhoef is very upset.
Once he polished his wrestling, opponents started dropping fast. Knockouts came one after another. That summer, the Dutchman returned to the ring, this time wearing a fancy collar. He was matched with a fellow striker whose power rivaled Manhoef's, swinging for the best shots he could land. From the start, the two Gaijins didn't waste time. They staged a showdown that had the audience on the edge of their seats. The Merciless dominated, knocking his opponent down and completing the mission with ease. His opponent was none other than Kazushi Sakuraba. Credited with putting Pride FC on the map, the Japanese fighter was already a legend, with a career filled with miraculous wins on the canvas. A small theatrical entrance by Sakuraba seemed almost prophetic for him. Manhoef paused at first, testing his distance, but a head kick followed by a punch signaled the fight's early ending. Thinking quickly, Melvin landed a cheeky shot and then brutally finished the Pride pioneer with no regard for his legendary status. The samurai tried to cling to consciousness, but the combination of strikes was too much. Within moments, he crumpled, and Manhoef became a star overnight. From the start, Ryo Kamawura tried to confuse him with unpredictable behavior, but after giving Melvin a sample of his painful strikes, the Japanese fighter only awakened the beast.
Respect. He did it! Oh, he did it again! Big right hand.
Kamawura's tricks didn't work. Melvin stayed focused, and his career roared back to life. He made Dennis Kang, a hardened veteran with 15 years of experience, finish his own fight. The slugfest was brutal, but Manhoef's knees proved too sharp for the seasoned fighter. After a bouncing blow with a single knee that sent Dennis into the air, Melvin ended the fight decisively, sending his opponent into a well-deserved retirement. Late in the year, Melvin was invited to a New Year's Eve show. Winning was a must. True to form, he warmed up the Japanese crowd on his way to the ring, then unleashed a perfect storm that lasted almost 2 minutes.
For almost 2 minutes. Super intensity.
He hammered his left hook 3 times, forcing the retreating Japanese fighter to the canvas. With that victory, the 33-year-old Melvin celebrated 15 years in MMA. Blows whizzed overhead constantly, but his record, 23 knockouts in 24 wins, showed that the Merciless always met business with his eyes on the prize. Offers from the US flooded in, but one for the road was irresistible. He replayed the immortal clash with Evangelista Santos. The fight showed that Cyborg's once impenetrable armor had weakened over time. Manhoef finished Santos in just 46 seconds. Next in line was the MMA Premier League.
No mercy.
And the 38-year-old Dutchman was ready. In September 2014, he moved to Bellator. In the main event, former title challenger Doug Marshall looked impressive on the poster, but in the ring, Melvin's strikes proved lethal.
Oh, that's it. Manhoef looking to finish, and he does!
Decades from now, the memories of the Merciless will still hit hard. But here's a question for you. Was Melvin Manhoef truly the most feared striker in MMA history? Or did he just get lucky against the right opponents? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's see who dares to debate it. If you want to witness even crazier fights, legends going all out, and underdogs absolutely destroying cocky giants, click the video on the screen now. Check the pinned comment for all the links to these insane knockouts. You won't believe your eyes.